We've got a lot of new stuff to find and a whole pile of treasure buried down below. So my goal today is to find every single upgrade in existence and then some. We're going to start with a giant pile of iron. And hilariously, the keybinds have all been reset, so it's going to be a little bit clunky to get this figured out, but we're going to do it together. To start, we've already got 6 iron, so we're going to get extra drill strength. And this guy actually comes prepared with upgrades already. That's a strange big room already, full of nothing. The map layouts have changed as well, so we're going to have to explore the edges. Like, this is very abnormal from what I'm used to. We're going to go back inland to find some more iron. My brilliant plan has paid off. We found a little bit of iron and even some water drops. The hostiles are halfway to the next wave, but I'm going to bring this up and hopefully increase our speed and or carrying capacity. I accidentally selected speed because every key on this keyboard does something, so it's really hard to record. But using this extra speed, I should be able to bring another 3 of these up before starting the next wave. Okay, I think I've got things sorted out again to the point where I can play without going back every single second. First wave of idiots is done, back to mining. I feel very slow. We've definitely got to increase our carrying strength. That's going to help bigly. Also some speed, why not? This already feels so much more functional. So we'll scoop up this and then we'll go exploring. But yeah, I feel much more confident now. I'm pretty sure I also made iron deposits much bigger, so when we find them, especially by the bottom, they should be huge. They might also be hard to find. We're getting different colored dirt already. I'm going to go around some of the harder stuff for now. Found another iron deposit. This one is definitely quite big for how shallow we are. With the new layers of dirt, I'm not really sure where stuff is supposed to be hiding down here, so we're going to have to do a lot of exploring. But we got all of that. So we're going to increase the power of the laser really quickly, just because that seems like an obvious choice. Now our improved power laser will kill the idiots all the quicker. One single one charging at us, he should pop like a grape. And if there's one thing I enjoy, it's popping things like a grape. I'm going to push down through this annoying hard dirt for a second to see where the next layer starts. I also found a new power right away, so that's actually really good. We'll definitely take that and this. A drilling rig, a central drill to go deep into the mine with an optional side driller, yes. And that's definitely upgradable, a wide tunnel. We don't necessarily need a wide tunnel, but I do need a side driller. Yeah, we'll just let that do its thing for a while. I'm too lazy to figure that out at the moment. I'm pretty sure I could actually steer that around and I can actually afford another upgrade because of this. And by happy accident, we found more iron. I feel like I'm doing this in a stupid way, but I think if I grab that, I can actually pull it down and then it will do its horizontal drilling. Which, if I'm being honest with you, is my second favorite type of drilling. But we'll leave it down there so it can at least poke its shafts down and we got to get back up. Because we are already taking damage and our laser was on the wrong side. Okay, we killed the flying thing. This guy's beating up our dome, but we still like 95% HP, so we're fine. We can actually do a few different things. The side drillers are going to get an increase to their speed. Maybe we can make the dome do all the work, and we can make additional side drillers. We need more water for that, so we'll do that one. So the side drillers are super quick. There's a bit of a weak spot to the right. I'm hoping I can go straight down to find my other... well, there's where the drills are supposed to be coming in. There's also... I don't really remember what this is. So I'm going to try and leave it here. I think that's a seed you're supposed to leave there and it grows stuff or something. Whatever the case. So the side drillers have done their thing. We did drill directly into some iron and quite a lot of it actually, so this is handy. I need to move the horizontal driller on the next trip down, but the next wave of idiots is starting soon as well. That drill's actually handy because we don't need drill strength quite as much now. We need more things like speed, because then I can maneuver around quicker to adjust my little drilly friend, sort of. Okay, you're going to go right there, and then we're going to take some iron to the surface because the next wave is starting. And one thing I do need is more speed. That way my thing can move a little quicker, and then we can fight the idiots faster. We're going to take a hit there. But that's okay. We're going to kill the bird. Dead. I actually really like this layout because the drill is doing all sorts of exploring for me. And it's going ever downwards. It might need a little more power, but we just broke into whatever this is and found some more iron. And lots of iron. Okay, we're going to increase our carry capacity because, well, we're going to need a lot of different things here, actually. Carrying strength is going up as soon as we absorb 2 more irons, apparently. Okay, back down we go. My side driller's also gotten into some iron. That's closer to the surface, so we'll take that while also grabbing some waters. I do see more iron to the upper right of that as well, so we might have already gone past a bunch of iron. So next on the agenda was carry strength, which is now upgraded, and the next wave is going to start, but I'm going to try and make it to explore that next little pocket a little bit. I at least need to reveal it so I can see it and remember it's there. Otherwise, I'll forget about it forever. Then I'll hear about it in the comments. Okay, just about got these to the surface right as this next wave is starting. That's perfect. Now we gotta find out where they're coming from. Okay, we're getting the especially popcorny little things, so we can defeat those almost instantly. We'll get the flying thing because it's on the same side. We're still taking very little damage overall, so that feels good, and we can upgrade something. I'm actually going to upgrade drill strength because some of that dirt is getting harder and we need to explore a little bit. And I feel like I've got a lot more room for powers. The extra drill strength is good. I just wanted to look in here because that's a big enough dark spot where there could be something hiding. And that one down there found some more water. I have no idea where iron's hiding on a map layout like this, so we're going to do a little extra exploring around. I did find another power, which is huge. I don't actually know what this is, but it's okay. A big old circle square. I've got dome deflection. The resurrection thing wasn't going to fly because I don't expect my dome to get destroyed anyway, obviously. And we're going to mine through this very hard iron deposit, and there's a little bit more, so that feels good. We'll take this to the surface and more upgrades for us. We got the new wave starting already. We're going to have to upgrade the laser soon. That way we can kill these guys just a little faster. For now, they still pop like grapes. I almost forgot about this big iron deposit as well. Well, we made a sacrifice down to the bottom. We can't carry quite this much at once, but we can carry that, and we'll do that twice. We're already getting down there pretty deep thanks to my auto driller, so I think I actually might upgrade drill strength one more time. That way I could just explore around at light speed. It only costs 12 to do that, so we already afforded that, and it's still chewing away on some iron. We'll also grab as much as we can to bring up. There's a couple more waters. We're also going to do an additional side driller. I think that just simply means I get an extra one, which is fun. While we're at it, let's get a wider tunnel for the main one. Not sure much of a difference. Oh, it's actually quite wider. Had I known that earlier, I would have done that earlier because that's actually quite a big tunnel we're going to have. That wave was more of the same. I basically murdered popcorn. My additional side driller has just automatically placed itself right here for some reason, and I'll allow that. We need to go exploring for where the last one went. Okay, it was headed right for an iron deposit into some soft dirt, so it's got a good sense. This drill thing actually really makes this whole process quite easy. I'm going to add a little bit of speed just so we can travel up and down. We're already covering great distances. With my new drill power too, we can also just explore those little dark spots on the map. Wow, look at this room. Did not expect to find whatever this is. And there's another iron deposit right here too. So needless to say, we're going to be pretty rich. And we got our tunnelers down below still exploring a bunch of space. The next wave is starting right as we make it to the surface. I feel like this is going to be another pretty easy wave, but we will upgrade this laser pretty soon because they're not going to stay easy forever. Yeah, already they're giving a little bit more resistance, but it's still not much. I had a harder fight with my coffee machine this morning. And as I'm getting back to my iron deposit, one of my little side drillers has already made its way here too. Having the wide shaft does make it a lot easier to carry stuff up and down without it all getting hooked up, because we're only going to carry bigger and bigger amounts. Also, our laser now has power too. I also wanted to chew into this spot just a bit because there could easily be a large iron deposit hiding right there. I think if we bring that some iron, that's going to do something by the looks of it, so we'll carry some iron over there for a moment. I feel like I've used this one before, but I've since forget what this is. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. It reveals spaces around everything you're drilled so we can see into the walls. That is actually super helpful because now I don't feel bad if I just miss an iron deposit somewhere, because we won't, unless they're outside of this, but we're just going to go down here and steal some of this easy iron. And then very much race back to the top because the next wave is about to start and we are unprepared. Probably going to need to repair the dome a little bit on this. This map is actually enormous. Oh, there's some easy iron we missed as well. Okay, well, oh, the laser's already pointed right at him, and it's a level 2 laser now, so he's dead. This bigger guy, wow, he's taking some damage. We might need a further upgraded laser already, but that's for future me to figure out. We'll take all of this really quick. And there's a little bit of water. Wow, this ground is super hard. We're a really upgraded drill, and that still took forever. I guess I probably need to move these down a bit, so you explore, I don't know, right there. Iron deposits are pretty big, so we can put a bit of a gap in between these guys. Now we're going to have a giant, easy to mine iron deposit down here. We're going to mostly send the iron down the shaft for some reason. Not the smartest move, but whatever. There's also another power right there, quite obviously exposed. This map is really big. I still might need more speed. But for now, we're going to settle for carrying strength. I've got this sort of room for it, and we still got 12 iron in the bank. Oh, and there's a whole bunch more iron right there. This level is made of iron. So we'll take as much of this as we can, which is actually a lot considering we're also holding a big, heavy thing. Almost to the surface. Got to get up there right now. Auto cannon. Oh, buzzsaw. The buzzsaw deals damage to nearby monsters. That sounds nice because our reflecting affects ranged monsters. Our buzzsaw can affect things that are close. So we can already increase its damage per second. We can increase its speed, and we can increase its damage again. And actually, we can increase its damage again. Max damage buzzsaw. And we have autonomy. The buzzsaw defends your dome even when you are not inside the control station. Deal. I'm also going to buy magnetic casings for my main drill. I think resources will stick to it then. I'm also going to increase my main laser move speed. That way I can keep up with what's happening. We're going to repair my dome a little bit because it was taking some damage. Now the laser's quick and we got a buzzsaw that's going to automatically attack things and help me. So this will work out well. We don't need to upgrade the laser if we've got a giant buzzsaw waiting to eviscerate anything that gets within anywhere close. The buzzsaw is much more entertaining than a laser. That was done. Looks like this thing's going to grow me water. Maybe we should take that up right away so we can start on a new one. I'm starting to feel like I have more iron than I know what to do with. Like, it's actually more than I know how to deal with right now. This is where I need that resource elevator. That could actually be working in conjunction with the auto driller to automatically mine and bring resources up. Okay, we're going to increase our carrying strength again. That way we can just bring a whole massive things all at once. And it really is a lot. Now I'm going to move these guys just before I go back up, just so they can continue doing some good work and finding me more riches. And we can just bring this giant mass straight to the surface. I don't want to drag it into any tunnels because we'll get all hung up and that'll be slow. Next, I think we're going to take more laser power because the enemies are the one thing that can end this run. But the laser is getting very powerful and we can certainly hear the power of it. And it's going to evaporate the birds almost instantly. We'll set up the reflective dome and stuff eventually, but for now we can just heal through everything they're going to throw at us. This time this little tree gave us an iron and that was actually pretty quick, so that's going to give us a lot of extra resources. And I'm pretty sure, yep, I saw an absolutely giant iron deposit. What is this thing? Oh, it zoomed us out. And the map goes way over here too. Wow, there is so much iron. I don't think we can even spend all this. Okay, we're going to take this mass to the surface and we've got all of this still to grab. We strangely somehow need more carrying capacity. Like, I can't even get all the iron up in here properly. Oh, so we already have dome hole deflection. I see how this works now. And we can also increase its projectile, so it's going to take less from projectiles. Also, our speed is getting upgraded. We have 10 points left over still. So we'll just very quickly increase the shield. That way, if we're late to get back up for this next one, the dome can absorb a little bit of damage. And then we're going to figure out how to get more of this iron all the way up. We're going to see if we can grab all of this while we're at it. I think we can. And we're so strong that we can carry all of this at quite a lot of speed. I probably could have grabbed another 4 iron, but we're running out of time. I can also get max level drill power. Not max, I guess, but that was 20 points on drill power. That just goes up and up and up. And that's good, because if it keeps going up, we can keep upgrading, because we're going to have a lot of points. That's a big one-eyed moron. The buzzsaw is not going to do much to that, but our laser certainly will. And once the big dummy's dead, we just pop the rest of these, and then we're going to gorge ourselves on iron. I should probably move these at this point. I think they're pretty well maxed out, and they're doing actually really good. They're the ones finding me most of this iron. Speaking of which, I did drop a whole bunch down the shaft. There's probably a giant pile of iron at the bottom. But we don't really have time for that. We're going to grab all of this and take it to the top. I definitely don't really know what to do with all this. We can just keep upgrading things endlessly. It's actually a little bit stressful how many iron pieces there are. Like, I'm trying to keep track of them all, trying to find them all, get them to the surface. This blue stuff is really hard. We need more drilling power to get that. There's also 2 new powers sitting over there. We're going to bring some of this iron up. It feels strange. We have 20 iron in the bank already, and then we just brought all this up, and there's still so much more. So let's get a max level laser for our dome, since we can afford it. Now we can defeat things quickly. That should pop in pretty much an instant, and the big thing also will be quick. And you're dead. This one is drilled into another enormous iron deposit. There's also the powers and another power around. Oh no, that's one of the end things. This one is a power though, and we'll take a new power. Maybe it's an elevator to help bring all this stuff up. Whatever it is, it's very heavy. I'm going to try and scoop this next one's up so they can ride up with me very slowly. Given how deep this is, it better be a good power, because we're basically got to be getting close to the bottom of the mine, so it's got to be helpful. So this is a furnace, which can delay the next monster attack. Don't want that. Dome backside, a defensive spire that shoots down incoming projectiles. Perfect. And it's quite upgradable. It's got all sorts of different things it can do. First things first, we're going to make the AI use it. And then we're going to pick which route to go. We're going to give it burst fire. We can't afford that yet, but we'll eventually give it burst fire. For the time being, actually, I'm going to upgrade my drill even more. There's 30 points spent on it. I wonder how many times we can just continually buy that upgrade for more drill strength. The ground obviously gets very hard down here. But we still got an enormous amount of iron we can grab. And I wasn't paying attention, so hopefully my saws and lasers up top can do some good work for us. I'm still going to carry all this iron to the surface. Our dome health is going down. We can heal it once we get up there. Something big might be touching the dome. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, that big guy up there is probably not doing any good. So we're going to heal the dome. We're also going to give it some extra health. And then I'm going to send a little old laser to evaporate that. The saw will take care of the things jumping the dome, and all is well in Dome Land. So that goes to show that the enemy certainly can hurt the dome if I'm not paying attention. So this isn't a foregone conclusion. Also for the upgrades for the other things, we're going to need more water and triangles. Okay, my drills down here actually hit the bottom, at least as far as I can go straight down. So I'm going to move these guys around a little bit, hopefully go mine some more areas. This will be the hardest drilling of all, so the more they can do here without me, the better. And at this point, I'm still wondering what iron we might have left behind out there. There's still lots of these little pockets, like this one, but with my super upgraded drill, we can actually get it somewhat easily now. But it does make it easier. I can gather that whole bunch of iron while the drills are at the bottom, further exploring on my behalf. And what we need now is an even stronger drill. 40 points into the drill, that takes it from 270 to 774 strength. The next one will go up to over 2,000. It's wildly unnecessary, and therefore I want it. We got some popcorns coming in. They're very quickly defeated by my Mega Laser. Pretty sure this will defeat anything in a hurry. The birds go instantly. There's a few guys landing on the domes, but the saw basically acts like a windshield wiper and kills them. The wave is done, so we're going to get burst fire for our deflective turret. I'm also going to make our auto turret thing have a higher capacity so it can shoot more before it needs to reload. I can actually do that twice, so we're going to do that twice. I think maybe my favorite part about this right now is that I've only been finding iron from the left side the past while. Like, I haven't even explored the right in a while. There's probably equally as much iron hiding over here somewhere. Well, I did find a nice little pocket over there that I might have otherwise missed, so we'll bring that to the surface and continue to spend it on a bunch of useless stuff. There was also this iron deposit sitting right near the elevator, so that's a convenient find. I need more carrying capacity. Like, I can't even move when I grab all this. At least now, though, if I do drop it, it gets held right in place because of the elevator, the drill perk. The next wave is about to start, but we've still got 30 points in the bank plus all that. And that thing's going to start shooting down projectiles for us as well. It's not in a great hurry to do it, but it will shoot down projectiles. We have a ghost showing up. The ghost is dead. We got a flying ice cream cone. That is also dead. And that's it. But you can't offer me a $50 drill upgrade and not expect me to buy it. So we're going to go from drilling power 774 to 2,200. Next one we'll put it up to almost 6,900. But I'm pretty sure my drilling power at this point should be able to one-shot every block. So now it's just up to me to do a little bit of exploring to find out what other iron is hiding down here and how best to get to it. Yeah, so far we're even getting the brick things. I think that's the final thing there, so we'll ignore that for a moment. We need more iron first. Forgot about that deposit over there as well. It's also good with this super drill too, because if I need more room, I can very easily clear up more room for my iron to follow. I guess it would make sense to get one of these upgrades, either dissolve projectiles or faster laser. We'll give it a faster laser for now, because we have our Tesla tower thing that can shoot down projectiles anyway. And as long as our laser actually makes it onto target, everything should melt rather quickly. Found more iron and water and a bunch of other stuff in a good sized deposit. Yeah, that time we found lots of water, so we should be able to upgrade our Spire. We're going to turn this into an energy trap, so if it shoots down a projectile, it makes a black hole that's going to further block projectiles. And that's also going to be more efficient, and we can't quite afford that one yet. But we can let it fire more shots off now before it needs to reload. So we'll see how good it is at catching projectiles. We'll try and let it actually have something this time. So yep, it stopped that thing. It's blocking all the projectiles out of the flying bat. But I can't let the flying bat live. That wouldn't be right. I also found a very deep, very large iron deposit. So I'm going to knock all this out. I'm going to carry up what I can for now, but we won't be able to carry all of this, not even close. I've also turned on reflective dome, timed reflection, and then accelerated reflection. That's probably going to help somehow. This is definitely an overpowered dome at this point. It is starting to throw quite a few enemies at me though, so we're going to need to get stronger still. Okay, so now when my thing intercepts a projectile, it will now also stun that monster in that spot. We're also going to increase its capacity before it needs to reload. I guess we'll also dissolve projectiles with our laser, and now we wait for the next fight. I mean, at this point, we really do have things basically maxed out across the board, so I don't know what else to do. I suppose it wouldn't take us very long to mine out this, considering our ridiculously powered drill at this point. Like, literal seconds. And I'm pretty sure now that we're going to spawn the final wave that we're not actually going to need the core thing's help. Our dome is so strong at this point that I'm pretty sure we can just evaporate everything. But for now, we're just going to continue to kill everything on the right side, and there's a big black hole protector. Probably don't really want the big drill guy getting to us, but we did just buzzsaw that other guy really hard. So far, we lost about 10% HP. The buzzsaw is going to help drill through everything in a hurry. The really big guy just evaporated. We killed the pile of mud, or at least stunned the pile of mud. The buzzsaw will just sit there and catch all the pieces of popcorn jumping into it. then I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and eliminate everything else rather promptly. So we defeated the final wave without needing the end power. We did it on our own power.